Yo. How's it going? How's it going? Right, let's go. Just check this is okay. It smells okay. So I finally made a video today, yeah. After a lot of trying, after being in a bad place. Not this one, the one that's it's just called bullying. And it was really about see, the problem with the videos that I made was it was about there wasn't enough self-love in it, because it was about, you know, how I was like doing wrong things, responding to like how I was being bullied, how I wasn't coping with it. And, you know, that's perfectly normal. People don't cope with it, you know, until like I looked on the internet and I went on Tumblr, you know, and I sort of found out how to cope with it. And it's not going to be easy because it's very painful. You know, when like I come home at night and I know how people have treated me that day, and I know how people treat me every day, and it's just too much. Well, I'm thinking, watermelon placenta. No, I have never eaten placenta. Yeah. This watermelon is really beautiful. This will only be a short video. It'll just be me scoffing the watermelon. Not much left. There's hair on that. Ooh, gross. So, I hope you guys are doing okay. You know, I know that from my own experiences, I know that life is a challenge and that it's a struggle. It is a struggle. And, growing up in the 80s, yeah, didn't feel like a struggle. Things for me personally are better than they were then, because I'm at a higher vibration, if you know what that means in spiritual circles. Probably do. But why does it feel like a struggle, you know, these days, when back then it didn't feel like a struggle. It just didn't. I don't know. Anyways, that's pretty much the end of the video. I may actually, sorry about the hand, I may actually, because this has been rolling 5 minutes, grab my vape and give that a go as well. See, that pretty much makes me disappear, so I'll turn that on. Right. I'll have to balance use. Sorry about that. I'll have to balance you somewhere while I fill this up. Unless I just sort of, I've never tried this before. Just check I'm still in the frame, because I don't like when I'm not in the frame properly. It bothers me. Like my forehead is sort of out the top, and that's not really working. Kind of sort of doing it like this. I think it's is it full? I can't see if it's full. Oi, oi. Should I have a light? I think it's full. Okay, right. Right, that'll do. Right. Take you back into my boudoir. This is my bed. This is my bed. Pardon me. Yes, I did. Yeah, so my video was about bullying. And like I say, the stress was on like how I failed to deal with it properly, and like that's just completely wrong, because with bullying I will fail to deal with it properly until I've sort of like talked to people and found out how I'm supposed to do that. You know, I have no knowledge of like it's been going on for like a very long time, and I've never had anyone in my life who I felt I could talk to about it and get them to tell me, how I'm supposed to cope with this. So I had to go to the internet, but like I've been to the internet and it's very good. It's told me to be mindful about it and things like that. So yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it has been like a whole day devoted to bullying. Yeah. And like I say, I went on the internet and I found out, not just most of it really. The most helpful stuff really was from Tumblr. I'm really, really lucky to have been on a really good blog at the time when I was on it, and just people saying be kind and stuff like that, you know, which is really helpful. Which is what they always say, but, you know, there were some good quotes. So I'm not just different because I'm trans. I'm different because I am actually very, very different. My sexuality is very different. It should really be labelled a sexuality of its own. Because it is. It's not lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer, or it's not pansexual. It's not you know, it's not any of those. For me personally, it's just healthy sexuality. That's what it is. But healthy lesbian sexuality. Yeah. I mean, I don't like very strong. I don't want to be like just say off my face, as we call it in the UK. You know, on you know, just you know what I mean, just totally off my head on it. It's not me. You know, it's just not my way. It's the same with violence. I mean, yes, I tried a bit of porn, you know, I didn't like it. And it just gave me feelings the next day that I didn't like. I didn't like the feelings that I was having the next day. Well, not the next day, sort of afterwards. And I don't like violence in films either. I tried that too. The Walking Dead, it's pretty violent. I mean, maybe like there is a word. It's desensitized, which I'm gonna ignore. Yeah, it's just a word and explain it, which is that with The Walking Dead and maybe with the other thing as well, right? The sex. I'll become desensitized to well, what it is, yeah, is that the violence just really upset me really hard, you know, in the way of like I felt so ill. The first time I watched Walking Dead, it made me feel so ill, and the second time I watched it wasn't quite as bad, and it got easier and easier, but I don't know, I don't think I like it. And there's that whole sex psychosis thing going on as well, which comes from getting off my head on, you know, just I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to get inappropriate, but you know, to get really, really, oh my god, you know, on it is like just gonna cause, because my problem is psychosis. I have psychosis, and I don't want, you know, I don't want that kind of thing, right? Experience, and I don't want the psychosis that comes from it either. So for me, a healthy time is just lesbian fun, you know. How much of this have I smoked? Yeah, so I've enjoyed making this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found, whatever reasons you have. I hope you got what you were looking for. Because I know how hard it is. For me personally, I don't really like a lot of what's on TV. In the way of like when I'm here alone in the evening, I'll just sit here with a candle on. That's what I'll do. I'll do a bit of Tumblr, I'll do a bit of Mahjong, maybe watch a bit of YouTube, but I'm not really too into, I might have a film on, I'm not going to lie, I might have a film on, but I'm not sort of like in front of the TV all evening. I'm not at all. So I just hope that I can put something out there that's what somebody's interested in. Something that's a little different, something that's interesting, in case, like maybe you, or, just like there's somebody out there who's like me, who just wants to watch that sort of thing. So, I am a big fan of ASMR, though. I do like ASMR. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.